Okay, we're on. Welcome back to Valhalla. I might put the game louder in my headphones. I think it's loud enough in the recording. Because I got, complaints about the game being too loud and I had to change it. Loud enough? Okay, I mean, if you think... Does that mean it's quiet? I mean, because you sound very uncertain. I can put it a little louder if I'll still be able to be heard. Oh, it sounds good? Okay. Good. Boss should clean the chicken buckets she throws out. Everyone can smell the spice from a mile away. I mean, that's kind of a good thing. Alright, let me check more. Probably a bit too exciting. Too downbeat. This one sounds more S&P than usual, but, that's kind of a good... Wait, let's go with that vibe. It's just gonna be a less chill one. It'd take a couple minutes more, I'm fine, thanks. How'd you get the helmet off? Turns out the release button was jammed with ashes. Whoever owns that helmet made sure to use it to the point of voiding the warranty. Keep it safe in case she comes back, okay? There. Now take it away from me before I feel compelled to put it on again. Right. Yes, it's open. Great. Welcome to Valhalla. Good evening. What kind of place is this? Did I step into some kind of afterlife? Do you often enter places without knowing what they are? Sorta, kinda, yeah. Well, this is a bar. A bar? Nice, nice. So this place is, like, consistently being compared to an afterlife. Huh. What can I get you? I don't know, I don't drink that much, to be honest. What do you recommend for me? What do you normally enjoy? I like tea. That's not something I can work with. What about flavors? Bitter, but not too bitter? Sorry if it's too confusing. Something bitter, but not too much. Maybe something bitter and girly? See what I can get you. Bitter. Bitter, girly, soft. Okay. Perfect. Good. On the rocks, blended. Here you go, girl. Try this. Yep, this'll do just fine, thanks. You don't look like you're from around here. What brought you by, miss? I don't know if the amount of alcohol I give them actually, like, affects anything. Like, I don't know if it actually, like, gets them drunk and changes their dialogue. But I'm getting them as drunk as possible every time. I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky. I'm the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Miki. So should I call you Miss Miki or Miss Kira? No, you're not getting it. I'm just Miki. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira and you say Miki, okay? Okay. Kira... Miki. No. Put more spirit into it. Kira! Miki. Almost there. Kira! Miki. Kira! Miki! Kira! Miki times 2. Kira! Miki times everyone. That's it. Are you feeling it? Kira! Miki times everyone times everyone. Kira! Miki! Kira! Miki! Don't you ever forget it. What the hell am I doing up here? Where were we, Jamie? Right, I was telling you. Wow, you're good. Thank you. Do you have fucking mind powers? Fucking brainwashing prosthetics? Nice to know I still have it. Especially since I have a concert in a bit. Is there... Wait, you're the Lilim that's putting on a concert tonight? I'm one Lilim who's putting on a concert tonight. I don't know if I'm the same Lilim you're looking for. Oh, hold on one sec. I need to do something. That I forgot to do. Never mind, I can't seem to... Okay. Anyway. Back to the game. What are you doing all the way down? Wait, what? Fuck. And what are you doing all the way down here? Well, they were making last preparations for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer is always obnoxious while that's going on, so I just decided to leave. I saw one of the concert's posters outside and decided to check this place. Just that? Isn't that a bit dangerous? Won't your producer be mad when you go back? He will, but it's not the first time I've done this. And he still needs me to do the concert anyway. I see. How big is the concert? We planned for a bit over 100,000 people and sold out fast. So we managed to secure ourselves another show in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I may not have as many fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal and that's nice. Over 100,000 is not many? Then what exactly is... Hold on. Then, based on your little demonstration from before, I should call you Miss Miki, right? You don't get it. Let's start from the top. I'll just call you Miss Idol then. Oh, I like that. Hey, do you have anything soft? Soft as in alcohol-free? No, I meant soft as in soft. Off? Well, let's see what I can get you. Sour, girly, and soft. I mean, she said she didn't mean alcohol. Or low on alcohol, so like... Okay, all aged and mixed. Oof, dream. There you go, girl. Try this. Sorry, needed to do a big stretch. Yeah, this will do it. Thanks. Hey, have you considered being more theatrical when mixing drinks? Eh? Yeah, you know, like spinning bottles and lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. When I was in college, I tried going to a party. Oh, fuck. When I was in college, I tried going to a party once. The bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump on the forehead when the bottle slipped his hand. Those kind of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow down the process of actually making a drink. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. It can feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know? I'll keep it in mind. Hey, is this glass important? Depends on why you're asking. Do you want me to sign it? Oh, sure, I guess. No guessing. Are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay then, who should I make it out to? Maybe for my boss? I wonder if Gil would like it though. Your name, girl. Oh, for Jill then. For Jill. Never lose your star. From pure Miki. Oh, that's a pretty autograph. Thanks. No, thank you. I'm guessing someone with as many fans as you has their fair share of stalkers, right? Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference between them? The fan club follows me around a lot too, but they usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're outside waiting for me right now. Gee, not much of a distance. They're also very organized. They'd make pretty good soldiers. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups. I'm guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get used to them. I remember one once protected me from being mugged. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. And she fails to see the problem. I just wish they'd leave my underwear drawer the same way they find it. I take pride in how neatly I organize my underwear, you know? I take pride in my old liquor collection, I guess it's the same. No one's gooning with your liquor collection, girl. No, wait, it isn't. Yeah, you get me, Jill. Okay, one more drink before I go. By now, the stage should be all organized, so the fallout should have settled. Isn't it a bit late for a concert? It's part of my gimmick. I always make concerts that go from night till dawn. In this one, I'm supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. Everything goes as planned and the weather forecast is accurate. The sun should come up just as I reach the climax of the song. I'd be depressed if they asked for Your Love is a Drug as an encore, though. That sounds nice. Hey, I need to make people feel their tickets were worth the ridiculous price, you know? Don't you think it sucks to pay for something only to find out you shouldn't have bothered? Yeah, one time I bought some expensive coffee in this one cafe. It tasted like filthy water with cream. I still don't know if it was the coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad. Did you, like, call the fucking barista a slur or something? Man, that sucks. Speaking of which, do you have anything bitter? I really need to wake myself up. Let's see what I can find for you. She wants something bitter, maybe to sober up a bit. Oh wait, by flavor. Bitter. Do I do the optional karma train this time? I'm not sure whether I should get her more drunk. On the rocks and blended. Let's just help her sober up because she's cool. Try this. Yeah, this works. So, how is it? Could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious. I figured it was for waking you up or something, so... I mean, that's what she said. You didn't figure, she just said that. Really nice, thanks. I hope you aren't offended by this question, but... I can see that you enjoy what you do, but how much of it is about the music? I'll let you know that before becoming Miki, I was a very accomplished pianist. I had concerts every week and part-timed in bars with a jazz band. I still write and compose my own songs. Whoa, why the change? Going from jazz and piano to idol. Have you ever thought about the power music has over people? You could argue it's just noise, but it can make you feel a wide range of emotion. That power is universal. It can transcend language and culture. Being in a jazz band or performing recitals, I can only take that power to so many people. Being an idol, I can take that power and spread it far and wide. Kids and adults, men and women, they all have access to my music and I can reach every one of them. Wow. What music do you like, Jill? I'm not picky, but I do prefer versions with no lyrics. Why? I like to listen to music while working and lyrics distract me. And besides, it always bothers me when people nonchalantly start singing songs with creepy lyrics. But that's so fun. I think only half of the listeners actually care about what's being said. You see, it's fun if you sing the creepy lyrics while knowing they're creepy. Oh, that's a bummer. I'd give you a copy of my latest CD, but I don't have any at the moment. Don't worry about it. Okay then, I'm out. Thanks for helping me pass the time, Jill. Sure. Please come again. I'll make sure of it. Will she be alright? Yeah, she'll be fine. You think she'll come back? Usually I'd say no, but I honestly don't know. Boss, we're done. Alright. Feel like going to that girl's concert? Nah, I don't think so. I don't have tickets anyway. Hey boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Why, that was my moniker during my wrestling days. Weird. Huh? That's what they called me during my time in the Grand Slam Fighters. They saw me coming, but they couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. How'd you find that out? Do you like wrestling? A client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kind of remembered it. I see. I should take you to a wrestling match sometime. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning the glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. Oh, and boss? Don't cram anything on your head without thinking, please. Yeah. No flawless service bonus? It must... 2 mistakes. It's the optional karma train, isn't it? Okay, so there's no, So there are consequences to just making everyone as drunk as possible, but it didn't seem to have any effect on the dialogue, so... I mean, if it doesn't have any effect on the dialogue, then I might as well just do what makes the most sense. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I can now browse Kira Miki's blog. Okay, let me buy your love of the drop. Buy the Kira Miki. Thanks, GC. Oh, I love this place. So much energy, so much love. I could feel the optimism in the air. Even after all the struggles, you still came to see me, and I got to experience the loudest and craziest crowd in my whole career. I'm beyond speechless. That said, I'm excited to announce that we'll have a second date in the city. It wasn't easy to get set up, but I'm so happy my agency approved it. This is by far our biggest show, and I can't wait to experience it again. See you soon, my darlings. Love, Miki. What I do to relax. I'm very hectic as of late, so I'd like to share with you what I do to relax. Sitting on rooftops. I'm on the road most of the time, so I don't have a specific rooftop to relax on. I like to feel the breeze and see a beautiful vista. It makes me think about life. Tea, cocktails. Oh, this is something I can't live without. Mixing tea with vodka, rum, gin, lime, you name any tasty. A natural combination. I'll be all over it. Very careful about getting tipsy before a show, though. I wouldn't like to ruin your evening. Well... Ahem. The Great Revelation? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, we're gonna read a Miki concert 3. Anon hates fun. I don't want fights. People are so immature. What's wrong with being a guy in danger, you? Why do you care if we assume you're a girl anyway? Fuck off. Dudes in danger, you. Go back to the concert, please. When 27X and you stupid idiots still care about petty shit like this. He started everything by mentioning he's a guy. Sigh. Anyway, we should gather somewhere to take the train to the stadium together. Not a bad idea. We can make an official Danger You meetup. Like, I'd want to be seen with a bunch of ugly girls in front of my friends. Okay, next time I'm going to moderate the fuck out of this. No more shit posting. No shit posting allowed. That one in and left. I think so. Never left, I was just lurking, not causing trouble. Don't worry, we're here for you. Any ideas for the great revelation? Do you know if you like her yet? Look, I just don't want to ruin our friendship. We know each other since we were very young. She's your childhood friend? It's like one of my Japanese animes. Yeah. Okay, this is what you have to do. When Miki ends singing Lovers in Paradise, you kiss her. You could kiss. Of course, just try to imagine how magical the moment would be. The fireworks and the epic guitar solo. I'll think about it. Fragmented Eye. Hira Miki confirmed as the best pop star in history. Okay, I guess getting her drunk didn't ruin, the concert. How the fuck do I buy music? Oh, there it is. Okay. From cult classic video game Yick, his beard grows in real time. There's a fucking Yick, direct Yick reference in this fucking game. That's crazy. Look at the Miki banner. Hold on, well, am I still gonna have enough money to to renew that? Okay. Yeah, I'll have enough. I'm buying the fucking figurine. Jesus Christ. Did that idol really show up, or is she like the ghost? Hey. Okay. Let's save real quick. And then go to work. Evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. There, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. We just bought it, so we've gotta use it. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. Kinda stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kinda like that. But yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kara Miki girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic-looking duo, right? Yep, those. It seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. OMG, like from the book, Damien? That's crazy. I see, want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. We've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know? Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all these pics you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. Yo. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Alma wants a bad touch. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. Ahem, so who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. Not the personality, the fucking car. Not even the appearance. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. Who gives a shit? LARP? Live action roleplay. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... See, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. At least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head. Nosing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. No? Anything I can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Miki won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you? Not ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental, and common. Let's see. Promo drinks. Okay. I'm gonna... That one says bland. Oh, we don't want to get her that. I've never made a bloom light before. Let's do that one. On the rocks. And... oh. Aged, on the rocks, and mixed. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini, and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. Not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me, though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that, there's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. You hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? Is it because she's the first straight woman in the game, Jill? No, At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. Okay, maybe she's not the first straight woman. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. No seriousness, though. Is there any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. Earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. It's early morning by my standards. And it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Say, a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Three Powder Delta, one Armatrine. Aged. Wait, not ice. Not ice. Aged. And mixed. Wait, shit. Reset. Wait. Okay. I need to double the recipe. I forgot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's 12 Adelaide. 6 Powdered Delta. And 2 Karmatrine. Aged, mixed. Here. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. You meet with your client, or... I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself... They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. How many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business, too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time, then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. He usually says. Let's make it a big beer. The usual. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Do you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Huh? Oh, yeah. That big-titted Lilum was here? He came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip-worthy? No. Tabloid-worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her, or that you didn't already know. Fine. Say, are many of your interns women, Mr. Donovan? All of my interns are women, kid. Every single one of them. It's a pack of hungry, desperate bitches. Why only women? Did you ever watch Race for Hope? A movie? Yeah. A movie about a journalist looking for clues regarding a murder. That tacky movie had everything. Romance, action, a dog with sunglasses. It also sold this weird fantastical image of what journalism is. I'm guessing lots of girls saw it in high school and wanted to become journalists. And now I have to deal with that shit. How can you be so sure? My first brother-in-law was a doctor. He said that a couple of years after that emergency heart movie, all of his interns were women for a long while. And this is why you don't let brats that barely understand what responsibilities are pick a career. Do you perhaps know a girl named Kimberly Lavalette? Doesn't ring a bell. Who is she? Nobody. Forget I said anything. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? Expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no? There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knight. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. 1 Bronson extract, 3 powdered delta, 3 flanner guide, all blended. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. So, I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she? She's out running some bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What can I say? You know, she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. It'd be funny if that was the correct thing. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. What the fuck do you need 2 yachts for? What the fuck do you need a yacht for? But, like, especially 2. Okay, yeah. Boop. Okay, next song. Okay, let's try this one. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway... I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all that. Who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Sate planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. This is a very specific flavor to want. The women's protest flavor. Yep, cat girl. Okay, 5 Adelaide, 5 Bronson Extract, 2 Powdered Delta, 3 Flanner Guide, and 3 Karmatrine. All aged and mixed. There you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So, you know, say, miss? I'm still a Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh god, so she left her helmet behind again? Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Say's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. God damn it. I have to fucking ban another term in chat. Not letting me click the little sword. Thank you, doll. So did she recommend you this place, or... Thank you. We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Hey, is that Kira Miki's autograph on that glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Hey, doll, it's not your fault that your internet is bad. Yeah, it is. How'd you get it? They stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? Her ears. Girl, why you so ears? I mean... You did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Here? Yep, this star-like signature is hers. So your name's Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was Say. Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Alright. She has very strange taste. I guess I'll just look through these. Until I figure out which one she's talking about. Because she has very interesting taste. Oh shit. Okay, let's start number 1. Come on. Oh wait, it's the Piano Man, isn't it? I think it's the Piano Man. Two Adelaide, 3 Bronson Extract, 5 Powder Delta, 5 Flannerguide, and 3 Karmadrine, all on the rocks and mix. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not, or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. You like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs... Sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Liquor collection, baby. Actually, yeah. Started with my grandpa's collection and have been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how to avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was, You're at it again. You and your cryptic orders, always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill out here with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 Fringe Weavers, then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What? Like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. One Adelaide, 9 Karmadrine. This is such a shit drink. Age. Mixed. Age. Mixed. Two Fringe Weavers. So, this one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Ooh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Dang! You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. The spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Did I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, I'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. This yesterday, just up a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Does that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what, after I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustration. Alright. Seems my vehicle's here to pick me up. Coming, say? No, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby. It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing and that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. Just close your eyes. It's not real, it can't hurt you. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Bella always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? Hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. It's... In a job like that, it's kind of something you have to fucking think about. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said you're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message, but it's his intention that counts. Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla! Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. And I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both. One for each. Alright, 2 blue fairies. I was really hoping to fucking share it. Okay, fairy. Do I get them drunk? I don't know. Okay, aged and mixed. Let's just go with the probably safer route of not getting them too drunk. Aged and mixed. Two fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say, I'm Dorothy. Hey, Say. Yes, yes. Say, Say. Yes, yes. Say, Say. Say, Say. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. The look on your face is of one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So, if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the little one with the dog. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid man. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEB069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD-113 of Realta Industries. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So? Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zone. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not in law enforcement, I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I wanna know, though. Why go through with that upgrade? Girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I wanna be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess? The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've gotta go. I guess another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. Wow. I thought she was gonna take me away. Put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive, also it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really, I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilin. What can you say about me then? Let's see, You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. Not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happens blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Bill has been fucking, like, obliterated. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head. I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine, fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but you remember the first time I came to the bar? And you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that! I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how'd you get my hand out of that jar? That's straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yes, she is. Now go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. Okay, flawless service bonus. Hell yeah. Everything will turn out alright in the end, don't worry. That's a worrying thing to see in bright red. The subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing at work today. Happy birthday. What? By Kimberly Lavalette. Today we'll take a look at one of the most popular acts of our times. How'd she get started? What's her favorite movie? What about her romantic life? Don't miss this exclusive interview. Content blocked in your region. Damn it. Miki or last time it was the leagues. I was what would hack a site like this just for a prank. I'll have to wait and see what's the date again. Right, you don't pick memes this. It all starts to piss me off. Fucking I don't know what's stop forcing Alice. So we hate Alice now? Good. So we haven't heard any news yet. December 17th, I will come the second. What? The feeling when I just got out of jail? Not Alice, but in fact your mom. Okay. Still on the Alice plot thread is still incomprehensible, but you know, at least I get it a little more. Beer on discount, $1,000. I'm gonna save for that gaming PC. Alright, life back, life back. Okay. Oh, where's the Dharma? There it is, there it is. Slut. Hasn't had sex in a year. Evening. Hello. Seems you made it just in time. I think that's just a car backfiring. Well, he sounded more like a gunshot to me. Maybe it's the thing at the bank, but have you ever heard gunshots? Haven't we all at some point? Yeah, well... See? Sounds more like a car's exhaust. I mean, sometimes fucking cars and gunshots are just like the same sound. I don't know, it's too dry. Yeah, but gunshots give more echo. What if it's firecracker? Wow, boss. Firecrackers? Yep, a couple of years ago there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual mega Christmas firecrackers. Nah, it sounded too hollow for firecrackers. Well, whatever, this is not a morning talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things. At least not amongst yourselves. Right? We shouldn't lose time over a car's exhaust. Hey! The one I just bought. Did I not buy one? Uh-huh. What about Snowfall? Too much downtime. I need something relatively high energy to keep me awake, but yeah, I think this one works. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to Valhalla. Is this the fucking dude from Seinfeld? Hello, I'm looking for some information. What kind of information? What can you tell me about a girl nicknamed Crimson Rose? Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although tacky online handle is a bit redundant. You know anything about her? Nope, sorry. I have $80 here that might refresh your memory. Now that you mention it, I remember something. Wait? Yeah, now I'm totally sure that I have no idea whatsoever who you're talking about. Nothing at all? Nothing. Man, you're a sucky bartender, not having any info I need. Well, first of all, why assume I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof that I might have the info you so desperately need? Polite. And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? Do you want to get mugged so badly? Oh, welcome back, doll. Yeah, well... Moreover, even if I did know something, do you really think $80 is enough? You can do almost nothing with $80. It's not enough to have a decent lunch. Why are you scolding me? Why'd you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need? Wait, of course, you want all deals to be clean, so you need me to spend money on the bar. That's how it works, right? I spend money, you give me the info. Maybe, maybe not. Okay then, get me a drink, but keep it under $80. $80, let's see what kind of drink you can get for that. Okay, gut punch. Are there any under? Nope. So, gut punch. Bitter, manly, strong. Okay. 5 Bronson extract, 1 Karmatrine. I mean, no, not 1 Karmatrine. 1 Flanner guide. Okay. 5 Bronson, 1 Flanner guide, all aged and mixed. Here. Okay then, do you know anything about the girl? Nope. But you said maybe, maybe not. Turns out that it's maybe not. You were the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, $80 is nothing. So I need to spend more? I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing and no amount will change that. Can I at least get my money back? Why? The order's right, isn't it? Yes. So why are you looking for that girl, mister? Fondele, Art Fondele. I'm a private detective. It's what I do. So I'll assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker. You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost. She is not. She's half of the so-called Reapers of the city. 2 guns for hire that work for whoever's resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily, they call themselves. They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames. So, who wanted you to track her? I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck. What if it's a prank? I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with that check, that'd be a pretty wasteful prank. I see. Still, any information or rumors you could give me? I don't have to be related to the girl. Why do you need them? Always good to keep up with local goings-on. Oh, let's see. Sorry, can't think about anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here aren't rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy, maybe, but not much about current events. At least not beyond what you see on the news. Damn it, what kind of bar is this if you can't gather the word on the street? What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Bill might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information. Don't know what you're talking about. You know something that might help me, Gil? I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do. He knows something. On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him. Well, this has been a major waste of time, and here I thought all the noise BTZ bars have made lately would be useful for something. Ways with noise. You don't know? I'm asking for a reason. You'll find out soon enough, don't worry. In any case, I guess I'll have another drink and leave. What can I get you? I'll have a Grizzly Temple. No? 3 Adelaide, 3 Bronson, 3 Powder Delta, 1 Carmatrine, all blended. I assume this was used in a fucking noir. So. Here. Okay then. This is going to be deducted from the $80 from earlier, right? No. Fine. Come on, there has to be something. This week has been slow as hell. The only good thing I've heard about is this girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. Is that a good thing? And the whole thing about a woman catching her midair makes me think it's totally made up. Aside from rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really. Damn it. Wait, who told you that? It appeared on the news, didn't it? Yep, the name of the Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlet has reported that themselves. There are rumors that someone or something is keeping them silent. And even the international outlets aren't using the name the Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet for some reason. So you're either one of them or somebody in the know told you about it. Oh, he can be surprisingly sharp. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually. Really? I wonder if he'll notice the blast that idol signed. I mean, sure, I can't think of anything that would be useful involving him right now, but guess not. Did he talk about anything interesting? Interviewing the idol that had a show a couple of days ago, dealing with messy interns. Par for the course, I guess. I see, that's... Gunshot! The backfire. Firecrackers! Hey, what do you think that sound just now was? Sounded like something very heavy being dropped. Something heavy? Come on, that's not even close. It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind. No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what made the sound. Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. Wonder if something's happening. I heard there were some gang spats going on. Maybe they took the conflict here. Gone. Which means... Bombs. If that's the case, I just hope they don't come too near us. Well, I've gotta go. Seems coming here wasn't a waste of time after all. Really? Really, I just have different needs, but there will come a time when this place might help. Goodbye. Please come again. Gangs, then? Unlikely. This is unicorn territory. They've always been a neutral and important third party in other games' deals. The who what now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing. Thank you. You left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that? I think I heard something about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though. I see. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Welcome. I'm Streaming Chan, giving you a live video feed of my life and adventures 24/7. Bathroom time and naughty moments only available to premium users. It's only $99.99 a month. Go premium now. It's Friday night, and you all know what that means. It's time for Streaming Chan's Escapades. Today's Escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Buy a year of premium membership and you'll get a code. Change the code for a free trial of a VR experience modeled after yours truly. Excuse. Today I picked the shoddiest, nastiest, smelliest, ugly bar I could find downtown. And sadly, it actually looks half decent inside. So much for going to a crap hole bar that smells like dog urine. But I missed that time. Thanks, Gillian. You ruined our appeal. Excuse me. But no matter. Tonight I'll give you an escapade you'll never forget. Hey, you. Where's the bartender? You're talking to her. Very funny. Where is he, really? Right in front of you. Hey, you, the pretty boy over there. Where's the bartender? You're looking at him. No way. People keep saying too much clothing. No hot shirtless guy playing with fire and serving drinks while flirting with you? No sexy, scantily clad girl jiggling around the place? You're telling me you two, dressed like fucking waiters, are the bartenders here? Yep. Seems that way. Is that a problem? Of course it's a problem. Friday nights are peak viewing hours. I need something sexy or enticing to keep them interested. Oh well, there's an easy solution to that. There is? Yeah, just take your top off. You might need to take off your bra too, depending on how the traffic goes. Wait, you're quite flat. Do you even use a bra? Is that piercing glare a no? Come on, one of us is gonna have to take their top off, and it ain't gonna be me. I already did that once today. Ugh, it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed. What's your policy on wearing pants? Somebody tried to have me fired for wearing a skirt, so we deal with that on a case-by-case basis. That's not a concrete answer. I need binary yes-no answers. My viewers have the attention span of fruit flies. If they wanted to use their brains, do you think they'd watch something like this? I need to keep them entertained, and the fact that you still have your shirt on isn't helping. Wait, I know. Give me a drink. A big one. The nastiest one you can think of. Hello? Service here, please? Wow, it's like my brain shut down. Sure. Nasty drink, nasty drain. unbearable. Oh, wait, yeah. By type. Grizzly Temple. Yeah, let's make her a big Grizzly Temple, I guess. 3 Adelaide. Which means 6 Adelaide. 6 Bronson Extract. Shit. Okay. 6 Adelaide, 6 Bronson Extract. 6 Powdered Delta. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. 6 Powdered Delta. And 2 Karma Train. All blended. Okay, I have to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's serve her. Here. Oh, right then. Cheers. I don't think you should chug it down so quickly. It's like it hit me, but I didn't feel it until a few seconds later. Is this what being kicked in the balls feels like? Yep. Okay, I've decided I'll just get really wasted. That's gonna be fun enough, right? If you say so. Okay, in the meantime, what can you tell me about this bar? What do you mean? Weird stories, fun stuff, interesting facts. You're being seen by an average of 6,000 people. Make their time worth it. Let's see then. Last weekend we held a party for the Safar Toy Company. And it's a company run completely by dogs. Really? The place was completely overrun by corgis. Wait, corgis? Did you really serve drinks to corgis? Tuxedo-clad corgis, yeah. Hey kids, wanna die? It's so true. How awesome! Wait, you're not shitting me, right? I wish I was shitting you, trust me. What else? Let's see. Donovan D. Dawson from the Augmented Eye was here for 3 nights in a row. That perfumed chauvinistic bastard? Huh, there's that word again. Just the other day, someone from the Augmented Eye interviewed me, actually. What'd they ask? Oh, the usual bullshit. Who I was, what I did, future plans, inspirations. The one that interviewed me was a small meek girl with glasses. She seemed a bit bitter, though. I wonder why. But enough about that. Wait, can I see that glass over there? Huh? Sure. The signature. Is this Kara Miki's autograph? Yeah, she came here before her last concert. Get out, really? Oh, is this some kind of secret hidden bar of the stars or something? Not really, we're just in the right place at the right time. What kind of person is she when she's not on stage? Tried to get a meeting with her and she actually seemed willing, but she's always busy. A very nice girl, actually. She seems to be completely invested in her work. She loves what she does and it shows. You'd think she'd be some sort of diva, but as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the nicest people I've met. I knew it! I knew she was nice! Her passion shows in her concerts, you know? She's so spontaneous, her performances are never the same. Every time she sings Shine Spark, I feel like my soul is warming up like a high-performance computer. Shine Spark. Hey babies, I'll sing it in the shower all the time. And those who pay premium can hear me sing every day at $99.99 a month. Go premium now. That aside, that's actually only like a little bit more expensive than a cup of noodles. That aside, I was about to call bullshit on what you said. But I guess you do have some sort of proof for everything. Can I keep this glass? No. Pretty please? No. Party pooper. At least this bar might be more interesting than I initially thought. The one thing that'd make it perfect is Pretty Boy over there had a party with the had a past with the KGB. Who told? Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh? Are you gonna order anything else? What? Oh yeah, the whole getting wasted thing. I heard of a drink called a Bad Touch. Give me a big one of those, please. A big Bad Touch. Coming right up. Let's give her a big Bad Touch. And then just stuff it with Parmesan. All on the rocks and mix. Here. I was expecting something dirtier. We have olive brine, I can pour in a bit if that's what you want. No, not that. Such a dirty name, it feels like the drink ought to come in a phallic glass or be this thick, white liquid. I would have skyrocketed the watchers at least threefold. Don't you have anything like that? Nope. I'll make do with the condensed milk when I get home. Friendly reminder that today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. God, but condensed milk, it's so fucking sticky. Like, it's gonna be so fucking hard to clean that off of yourself. How are you gonna manage, girl? Are you willing to make that sacrifice? I mean, I guess for, like, money. Yeah, I guess money is worth most sacrifices. At least if you need the money. It's pretty hard to say no to. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Buy a year of premium membership for a unique code. Said code will net you a free trial of a VR experience with a model based on moi. What's the deal with that VR experience? Well, a fan made an NND model of me. When Shining Fingered asked me about a model for our partnership, I just contacted him. He got money for polishing the model a lot more. I got my partnership. We all won. I even got him a year of free premium membership and a VR set. Nice. Wait, what's NND? Don't tell me you haven't heard of Niku Niku Dance. I asked for a reason. It's music videos with 3D models. Yeah, that sounds like a good enough explanation. I see. To be honest though, the model is a bit meatier than me. Not that I mind it though, considering the use it gets. Ahem. You know, I was expecting you to be more scared when I said that you're being watched by a lot of people. It's hard to be scared when you can't see these people. They're still there, you know? Sure, they're behind screens and sometimes in the opposite corner of the world, but every single one of my viewers is a real person with a real life. Not being here doesn't make them any less real. I understand, but it's just not the same. They're not here visibly paying attention to me. I don't get paranoid because of my phone contacts. It's true, I guess. So tell me, what made a lady like you become a bartender? It's not exactly an exciting story. Does it involve a man? No. What about a crime? Nope. A childhood promise? Nah. A religious vow? A what? You're not gonna tell me that you just decided out of the blue to quit your job and start bartending. That's actually what happened, sorta. Oh, come on. No epiphany, quarter-life crisis, not even a hot teacher somewhere along the line. Life isn't always a young adult novel where every decision is a road cone. And that's a problem. 1/3 of my audience are teens that shouldn't be allowed to watch my streams. Throw me a bone here, there must be a nice mystical story you can tell me about yourself, Mr. Bartender. Well... yes... Sometime after I started working, I got an interesting client. He was a dark soul, a really old Lilith model. Apparently his power supply was running low. His charger was destroyed and he didn't have the money to buy upgrades or replace. He also seemed to have neglected his maintenance. He was from the time when the collective source was in a cloud storage system. So he wouldn't be uploaded there once his body ran out of energy. Keep going. It was weird, you know? He was the only Lilith I've seen with a clear-cut fear of mortality. No transcendence for him. He would disappear once his batteries ran out. It's like knowing you'll vanish while everyone else passes on to heaven, he said. Oh man. I guess he felt bad about burdening someone else with his problems. So he went and gave me a fingertip of his that felt while we were talking. Before he left, he said, if you remember me, maybe a part of me will transcend. Bravo! Bravo! Touching, full of feeling, completely awesome. I'd pay to see a movie like that. So, what happened to that finger? I made a pendant out of it. I carry it with me at all times. Even while bathing? Almost all times. Now that I think about it, how do you handle the stream if you want to watch a movie or something? I have a plugin that lays mosaic censorship over whatever I watch on TV or in the theater. I see. Okay, this is getting stale. I'm gonna heat this up, even if I have to do it myself. We need to drop a cow in here, Miss Bartender. Get me drunk. I don't care how. Just do it. Okay. We need to find something with optional carpentry. Okay. So that's 6, 7... Okay, 8. 2 Flanner Guide. And then I just load it up with carpentry. Aged 6. So... Nope, a bit hot but not lightheaded. Then again, I'm always hot. Hot-headed. Your drinks are either too light or more resilient to alcohol than I thought. Okay, let's try this from a different angle. You ask the questions. What kind of questions? I don't know, I'm not the bartender. You do your bartenderish thing. What made you decide to start streaming yourself 24/7? See, that's what I'm talking about. You're the bartender here, bartender. Anyway, have you ever done something reckless or stupid because of peer pressure? I think that's something everyone has gone through. Well, it used to be that I very rarely succumbed to such problems. I was the type to never take risks or try new things. Every time I did, I was scolded rather than praised. What point is there in doing this stuff if nobody acknowledges you did well? But some time ago, I stumbled upon a friend who would stream herself talking. Nothing risque or noteworthy. She invited me on, and, well, the comments were intoxicating. The internet is a big place. Somehow I found within those comments people that acknowledged me. They encouraged me, even. After that stream, I tried doing some by myself. I turned on the camera, put on something cutesy, and started dancing to Kira Miki. At first, I pretended the camera wasn't there, but as soon as I saw the comments, something snapped within me. Lewd comments, praises, the usual random stuff. After seeing so many people interested in me, I started moving a lot more. No more shyness for me. After that, I started doing more. I sang, I cooked, I drew things, I even did a striptease at some point. Whenever I was streaming, I stopped being shy. So at some point I said, hey, this is the way I want to live all my life. And thus, Streaming Chan was born. Is it difficult to keep that up? Not really. It's not like I'm acting or anything, I'm just being myself. I do need to mind camera angles and that kind of stuff sometimes, but it's nothing major. And when do I need to mind that? For only $99.99 a month. You can find out. Go premium, go! Hey, you're good at this bartending stuff. Look at all the things you've made me say. Oh. Like, seriously, what's your secret? Hey, how do you get people to talk? I never do that much, actually. Well, this is a bar, after all. And one of the reasons people come to a bar is because they sometimes want to get things off their chests. So it's not a conscious trick you could teach in a 10-minute tutorial? Nope. Just need to be in the right place at the right time. Some professions make you that personal stranger others feel comfortable telling their secrets to. Of course, discretion helps too. Hey, now that you mention it, I do blab a lot to my hairdresser. Pretty interesting stuff. Well, no wild night tonight, but it did get interesting enough. Anyway, I should go, but before I leave, what's your name, Miss Bartender? I'm Lana Smithy. Alright, Miss Smithy, thank you for a lovely night. You stay here, because the night is still young and there's a lot to do. Whoa, the floor is moving! Quite the lively girl, eh? People like her physically hurt me with their presence. Think she'll come back? My mom always says you never know when the angels are saying amen. What does that mean? It means shut your mouth or you'll jinx it. I didn't you give her your name? Would you like to reveal your name to someone like her? Good point. I'm gonna take my break now. It's been a while since I've needed a cigarette this badly. Alright. It would be appropriate to end the stream here, but I can't. Because, like, I'm supposed to potentially be getting raided later today by, my friend Mara the Succubus. And I don't want to end the stream before that has a chance to happen, because, like, that's a lot of viewers that I desperately need. Ah, the lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. You already did Neon District. I'm a Dream, Skyline. That's Skyline. You gonna play? Okay. Oh, Meet the Staff. That's the one I bought. Pretty banging. All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh, anyway. I insist that it sounds like dynamite. No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool. You're a heavy-duty tool. Yes, I am. Wait, damn it. Oh, welcome back. Oh shit, it's these two. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink the last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey, bartender, what did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite or something like that. Not you, too. Huh? You think it's dynamite, then? What? No, I say it's a backfire. It's a gunshot. Firecrackers! See, those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to, who is he? Gillian, nice to meet you. I don't know, you have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know, and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer. Oh, what the hell? I'll have a beer, too. Your beer is coming right up. My throat's starting to hurt, but that's fine. Okay, all mixed. That's all. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Here you go. Thank you. And after-work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Well, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So it's just the same, nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea. So what brings you here today? I suggested coming here after work. It's Friday. A drink to kick off the weekend is one of those little things that makes life worthwhile. But he did only suggest it after I found him hugging a stuffed corgi in his office. A stuffed corgi? A plushie, not an overfed dog. I see. Wait, you have an office? Yeah, what's weird about that? I thought you'd have a cubicle or a kennel. Kennel. I mean, you don't hear much about office boys getting their own offices. It's not hard, considering the rest of the staff don't use chairs or tables. Even I have my own office. I don't know about that. The mess they left in the bathroom usually requires someone with thumbs. Chairs and tables seem like lesser evils. And you're the veterinarian after all. Kennel. What about a kennel? I don't know, I just thought it'd be cute if one day I went to work and they had one waiting for me. Like they saw me as one of them. So, where did you get that plushie? Oh, I gave it to him. It was my gift last Mega Christmas. Wait, so he got defensive over being caught hooking a gift you gave him? That's the funniest part, he acted like I didn't know he had it. I was just glad he was enjoying it, you know? Why are you two talking like I'm not here? Because you're not giving any input anyway. So, how's stuff at Doglandia? Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line. Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh, yeah, that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and so much saliva everywhere. Oh. But anyway, dog clothes? We hired a new employee and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs are embarrassing, you know? But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see, I'll have a brandini. 2 brandinis then, baby. We've had a lot of customers sharing orders today. Okay, 6 Adelaide, 3 Powder Delta, 1 Parmesan. Aged. Next. Aged. Mix. There we go. Next time we get to a save point, I am going to have to, be done because my throat is fucked. There you go. You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, y'all. Not all of us spent their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college. You missed nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura? What about her? She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well that it's almost painful. But that's perfect. So cliched, I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe? It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche, you just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is. Okay? Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people. Why am I gonna kick her? Why do you think I'd kick her? Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine, guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. You really don't need to, girl. Just let her be cute. Honor, she says. Kill the part of you that cringes. Well, maybe honor isn't the right word, but she has potential and I'm not going to let her waste it. Jill, I'm gonna go check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope, I'm just the veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organized a meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly those pants rob her of her charm. What's wrong with women wearing pants? It's beautiful. What do you mean? Make her look too uptight. At a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Huh. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt. That kilt was awesome! Damn, she has nice hearing. Now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating what someone's personality is, like, based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here. Amazing, you actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. I did? What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it, really. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said, but like you'd like to see that. You're thinking too much. What do you think about Gil, then? He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round. Sounds like a good idea. You'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your tasted drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then, do strong drinks, manly drinks, I don't care which ones. Oh, you shut up. Don't force mask the robot. Bitter, manly, burning. Oh wait, it says strong drinks. In addition to milk. So... bitter, manly, strong. Okay. 5 Bronson. 1 Flanner Guide. Optional Garmatrine. Aged, mixed. 5 Bronson. Flanner Guide. Optional Garmatrine. Aged, mixed. Here. Now drink. Oh, man up, you'll get used to it. Hey Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank? Jill? First year of high school, the guy I had my eyes on for a whole year asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place where I find it was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Sorry, The worst part is since they set me up with rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, so when it all happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap. Yeah? These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. It's better to learn by tripping yourself. Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple of days. If it were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke. Well, I'd suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours? Waterboarding. I see. What? The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most. Well, yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable skill to have as a veterinarian. I'm sure they have you do that all the time. The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. Like, this is a pretty fucking... Like, a lot of folks know how to skin a deer. It's usually you don't know how to waterboard unless it's your career. And it's a pretty bad career to have. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended. You know, which one is that again? Blonde, flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button. Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right? It's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Back. Those damn cats moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil. Some guy said I should tell you that the bunny's late, whatever that means. Oh shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead. Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention, and everything will be easier. Hope. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial. Hello, Jill. Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today? Not really, I was just around the neighborhood and... Right. Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected at my house, and thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really? I don't know what to say, thanks. Well, it's nothing really. This just it. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal the information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Oh, God, say! Sure, she'll be alright. Hello, Jamie. Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank? The news flash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly. From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Bill stormed off just a minute ago, though. See, I guess the bunny was late. He definitely knows what's going on. Can I get you? Give me a Mars Blast. Coming right up. 6 Bronson. 1 powdered. 4 Flanner Guide. 2 Karmatrine. Let's count it to make sure it's alright. Okay, first planner guide to armor train all blended. Yep, we got it. Boom. On Mars Blast. Yep, this is the one. Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? And again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. So, how have you been doing? I was working a contract, actually. But the target's inside the Apollo Trust Bank. Figured I'd simply leave him be for now. And then you came for a drink. Yeah. Part of me wants to ask who your target is, but I'm guessing it's a secret. I can tell you that it appears to be part of a power struggle somewhere. Has a target ever made you a counter-offer to go after the one that sent you? They usually don't live long enough. I also don't like it when a target who's seen my face manages to survive. What happened? Nothing, I just suddenly thought, what if someone sent you after me? I'd reject the contract. You would? I don't ask the name of many people, you know, and I always remember those whose names I've asked. They're real in my eyes. I like to know them better, and to some extent, I care about them. I need that, because otherwise, nothing you should concern yourself with. But don't worry, unless you suddenly find yourself caught in the middle of a power struggle, the only way I see you becoming tangled up in that kind of mess is if you find yourself too involved with gangs. Thanks for the advice, I guess. Still, the thought of people hiring others to kill somebody is, I can't wrap my head around that, and I don't want to either. Yeah, why don't you just fucking do it yourself? Like, if you have the money to hire someone to kill someone, you have the money to get some, like, you know, murder prosthetics. Why don't you have some fucking fun with it? The world can be a dark place, Joe. Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright? This isn't the first time a bank is closed like that, but something is off about this. Off how? I don't know, maybe it's the hour, maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it. Yeah. Are you worried about something? A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. I don't like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but never mind. Do you want something else? Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple. Sure. Here. 1 Adelaide, 2 Bronston, Powder Delta, 2 Planner Guide, 4 Crumb. Alright, that should be good. Let me just double check, then I'll mix. Here. Once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history. Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born. You seem to know a lot about this. Just enough. Last time you came, you mentioned something about going haywire. What did you mean? I'm intrigued. Do you ever feel like your sanity has slipped right by you? Well, a client earlier tonight was driving me nuts, but aside from that, no. Truth be told, neither have I, but I'm afraid of it happening. How so? I don't know, I just have the lingering fear that at some point I won't be myself. I'll go crazy, I'll wake up estranged from myself and I won't care. It's just an irrational fear that lingers in me and there's nothing I can do about it. Like the fear of cockroaches for some people. Only instead of fearing a crawling nuisance, you fear lunacy. Something like that. Sometimes I wonder if uploading my brain would solve all those problems. Well, that technology is still a ways off. I've heard of a couple of experiments regarding the technology, but it seems everything's still too buggy. I'll have to wait until it's safe then. Till then, don't worry too much about these possibilities until they're tangible enough. Otherwise, you know better than a hypochondriac. Good point. The way you said it makes it sound less like something you feel might happen. Something you're just afraid could happen at some point. That's pretty much it, yeah. Doesn't that make you saner? I mean, were you really on your way to becoming an unhinged maniac? I don't know if you think about it at all. You might have a point there. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill. Same here, always a pleasure. Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back. Please come again. Phew, all done. Want to stay here? Seems the street's quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. Should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep, to be honest, I asked my mom for it. She had been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking me that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it. Used up all the past gifts. Oh. Feels a bit weird to ask your parents for gifts like that when you're 27. She's only 27? Jesus. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So what will the nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan, walls and one piece of cloth, so I picked my kotatsu too. You have a kotatsu? You know what a kotatsu is, boss? I am more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a kotatsu not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold and the heater might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day to grab a beer, yeah? Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. God, Jill must be so fucking excited. No mistakes. Flawless service bonus. And a nice wall pattern or something. Seems like Dana always gives me some type of... Jill wants to buy a fan even in the winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting distracted. Okay. Got a computer. Got a fan. Where the fuck is the fan? Oh, there it is. What the hell is this? Enter. That's cool. I'm kinda shit at it though. God damn it. You'd think I'd be better at this since I just finished replaying Deltarune. Like twice. But oh well. Oh. How do I use the nano camera? Your phone? Maybe. Nano camera. Customize. Whoa. The augmented eye. Wishing to reach a story levels next year by Kimberly Lavalette. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, which city still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high? As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution here. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. Soil is dying at an alarming pace, that experts can report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Well, thank God this game is fictional, right? Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knight's counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately, however the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here. PTU's Chloe Bauer. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. I'm going to die being attacked. No! Funny. We take your security seriously here at the Oven today, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves. We're a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news, not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. White Knight just beat me up. I'm crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. From here, anywhere here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk, and when I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 White Knights stopped me and started asking for my ID. I also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. Once I saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID, and just, what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? There's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. Because they didn't have it on me, they asked for money, or else they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. Where is clothes? Fanning Chan went nuts last night. Where the hell is she? I don't even recognize the place she's at right now. It doesn't look pretty either. Like she's getting some rest. What did I miss? Chan went to Valhalla, got a bit drunk, and got the hell out of there all hyper. Tried to steal stacks from a vending machine. The thing defended itself with an electric shock. I'm gonna marry Streaming Chan. It's freaking nuts. You just don't mess with those things. She fell asleep from the shock, as expected from Streaming Chan. I just hope nothing happens to her while she lays there, falls asleep at a shoddy back street in Glitch City. She'll be fine. Jesus, I hope so. Hollow Bank is being attacked and no one's reporting it. Yes, they are. Or that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame, like the fucking leech splat. Posting from the site, it looks like someone's inside the bank with huge bombs threatening to blow up the building. They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. So they're actually helping the protester? That's not a way to help the people. What if it's just a false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised it's fucking place law. Let's wait for more info. Very interesting stuff going on. I don't have money. Where's she dead? Damn it. Well, I'm gonna have to go because my throat's fucked. Hopefully I'll get rated next time. Hey, thank you for coming. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.